When I first met my husband back in college, I thought he was the one. He was charming, funny, ambitious, everything I thought I needed in a partner. We became inseparable. People often called us the perfect couple, and I believed it. After marriage, life only seemed more beautiful. Breakfast together before work, late-night movies on the couch, weekend road trips where we sang along to the radio. To the outside world, we were a picture-perfect love story. But sometimes what looks perfect is only a mask. Behind closed doors, the cracks were starting to form, cracks I didn't see until it was too late. It started small, almost unnoticeable at first. He began coming home late, saying he had extra work. His phone was suddenly always face down, password protected, and his notifications muted. "Why are you hiding your phone?" I asked one night. He sighed, annoyed. "You're overthinking. I'm just tired. Stop making problems where there are none." I wanted to believe him. I told myself marriages had rough patches, that maybe I was just being paranoid. But deep down, my gut whispered the truth. Something wasn't right. Slowly, an invisible wall grew between us. He talked less. He smiled less. When I told him about my day, he barely looked up from his phone. His laughter, the one that used to light up my world, had vanished. We still lived in the same house, but it felt like I was sharing it with a stranger. I tried to distract myself cooking, visiting friends, keeping busy. But every night when I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, one question haunted me. Is my husband falling out of love with me? The truth came to me in the cruelest way. One evening, while folding laundry, I found a restaurant receipt tucked into his jacket pocket. Dinner for two at a fancy place, on the exact night he told me he was stuck at work. My hands shook. My mind tried to rationalize. Maybe it was with a client, but my heart screamed otherwise. The next day, when he left his phone charging unattended, I finally gave in to my fear. I opened it, and there it was. Messages filled with sweet words, pictures, plans for secret meetups. My husband, the man I trusted with everything, was living a double life. My chest tightened, tears blurred my vision. My entire world collapsed in that single moment. That evening, when he came home, I placed the receipt and screenshots on the table. My voice trembled. "Do you want to explain this?" At first, he denied everything. "You're misunderstanding. She's just a friend." When I didn't back down, his tone changed. "You always want to control me. You don't understand how hard things are for me." Finally, when he realized there was no way out, he admitted it. "Yes, I've been seeing her." My knees nearly gave out. The man I thought was my soulmate had betrayed me. The truth didn't just stay between us. Soon, family and friends began whispering. Some stood by me, telling me, "You deserve better. You don't deserve this pain." But others defended him. "All men make mistakes. Maybe you should forgive him." The home we built together now felt like a prison, every corner haunted by lies. Nights became sleepless, days dragged on endlessly. I looked in the mirror and barely recognized the broken woman staring back at me. Over and over, I asked myself, what did I do wrong? Why wasn't I enough? But betrayal has a strange way of awakening strength you didn't know you had. I realized I couldn't measure my worth by his choices. His betrayal wasn't a reflection of my value. It was a reflection of his weakness. I started therapy. I poured my feelings into journals. I surrounded myself with friends and family who reminded me that I was loved. that I was strong. Slowly, I began to heal. I started laughing again, dreaming again, living again. I learned the truth. Betrayal doesn't break you, it transforms you. In the end, I made the hardest but most necessary decision of my life: divorce. Walking away wasn't easy. It meant facing loneliness, judgment, and starting over. But staying would have meant losing myself completely. Today, my life isn't perfect, but it's real. I'm stronger, wiser, and more protective of my heart. My husband's betrayal did turn my life upside down, but in that chaos, I found myself again. Sometimes the person you trust most can deliver the deepest wound, but betrayal is not the end. It is the beginning of your freedom. And if you're listening to this, carrying the weight of betrayal on your shoulders, hear me clearly. You are not broken. You are not unlovable. You are stronger than the lies that tried to destroy you.